Okay, class 7 student, yesterday we have discussed about force and motion. In yesterday we defined the force and we defined what are the effect of force. The effect of force are the force effect on the effect on the shape of the body, effect on the volume of the body, effect on the motion, and the effect on the direction. That is all possible due to the presence of force. And at that yesterday class we defined the force also. We define force in the simple way is that pulling or pushing activities is called force. But what I say to you is you are in the higher classes now, so you have to define the force in the little much a bit different way. Then the definition of force is that the external agency that responsible for changing or tending the state of a body is called force. We define the force in that way. So today we will discuss about the type of force, types of force. So before writing the types of force, you have to you have to understand that everything which we have done, for example, if you want to ride motorcycle, if you want to ride bicycle, if you want to pull object, if you want to push object, if you want to move that object from higher place to the from lower place to high place, or if you want to upload the substances from lower place to higher place, or that loading, all the such activities can be done only due to the presence of force. The force is able to perform all such kinds of the activities. Simply we can say the force is also the form of energy. As in the energy provides us to do the some work. As in the same way, force is also able to perform the some kinds of the work, or it is also same as the like of power. But there may be the certain difference in the force, energy, and power. But in the way of forming the work, or in the way of doing the work, the force, energy, and power do the same thing. Okay, so types of force. On the topic types of force, the first one is pulling or pushing force. Pulling and pushing force. The first one is pulling or pushing force. The number two, there are 6 types of force in class 7. So the number 2 is centripetal and centrifugal force. Centripetal and centrifugal force. Number 3, magnetic force. Number 4, gravitational force. Number 5, frictional force. And the last one, or the number 6, is electrostatic force. Electrostatic, not statics, okay, static force. So there are basically 6 types or 6 kinds of the forces. The number 1 is pulling and pushing force, centripetal and centrifugal force. Number 2, number 3 is magnetic force. Number 4 is gravitational force. Number 5 is frictional force, and the number last, or the number 6, is electrostatic force. So in higher classes in 9-10 we have studied more than the 6 types of the forces. Like there are other forces also, attractive forces, repulsive forces, the forces between atomic forces between two atoms. So but in the 7th class we have to study only the 6 types of force, and the such experiment which can be done in order to prove that pulling and pushing force, centripetal and centrifugal force, magnetic force, gravitational force, frictional force, electrostatic force. So I will start the all types of force with defining all them, and with the more details about the type of force. Okay, so the number 1 is pulling and pushing force. A simple definition: the body which we pull, that is pulling force. The body which we push, that is pushing force. So in this picture, look at the picture, look at here is the 2 type of force. The one man is pulling object, the another man is pushing the object. So this is the best example of pulling and pushing force that occurs in the same load or same mass. So pulling and pushing force, we can define it like that: the force which pushes or tends to push a body is called pushing force. This is the definition of pushing force. The next one is the force that is pulling force. The force which pulls or tends to pull a body is called pulling force. The very easy. When we, if the force which pushes or tends to push a body, that is pushing force. The force which pulls or tends to pull a body is called pulling force. जुन फोर्सले चाहिँ कुनै पनि अब्जेक्टलाई पुश गर्नको लागि अथवा पुश हुनको लागि हेल्प गर्छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामी पुशिङ फोर्स भन्छौँ. जुन फोर्सले चाहिँ कुनै पनि बडीलाई आफूतिर तान्नको लागि हेल्प गर्छ, सो द्याट इज पुलिङ फोर्स. ओके, and it is this part. Now I will discuss about centripetal and centrifugal force. Okay, the next one, number 2, the types of force in number 2 is centripetal and centrifugal force. Centripetal and centrifugal force. So listen about centripetal and centrifugal force. Suppose this one is example of Santo. So there is generally two types of forces that. The first one is centripetal, which tries to move the object towards the center, and the next one is centrifugal force, which tries to move the body away from the center. So centripetal force is the force which makes the body to come towards the center, or it attracts the body towards the center. But in the another case, centrifugal force is just opposite to the centripetal force, and the definition of centrifugal force is the force which makes the body to move away from the center, that is called centrifugal force. So in case of Jato, that centripetal force and centrifugal force, those forces are balanced. So that's why it is possible to green the substances which we require to make float from it. So हामी जातको केसमा चाहिँ सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स र सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स दुईटै फोर्स ब्यालेन्स भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो जातमा कुनै पनि सब्स्टेन्स चाहिँ ग्रीन गर्नको लागि इजी हुन्छ. सो नाउ आई विल डिफाइन अबाउट सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स एन्ड द centrifugal force. Okay, the force which pushes bodies away from the center is called centrifugal force. Now I will define the next one, centripetal force. The force which pulls bodies towards the center is called centripetal force. Okay, listen about centripetal and centrifugal force. जुन फोर्सले चाहिँ बडीलाई सेन्टर भन्दा अवे पुश गर्छ त्यो चाहिँ सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स भयो. जुन फोर्सले चाहिँ कुनै पनि अब्जेक्टलाई अथवा कुनै पनि बडीलाई टुवर्ड्स द सेन्टरतिर तान्छ भने त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामी सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स भन्छौँ. सो I think you are clear about centripetal and centrifugal force. Now I am going to doing here an activity to prove that there is the existence of centripetal force and the centrifugal force in circular motion. Okay. So I will erase this and I will write the activity. And the activities is to demonstrate centripetal force and centrifugal force. The process is same. First of all, we have to write material required, then after procedure, then after if there is observation, we have to write observation, and at last there should be the conclusion, and we have to write precaution as well. If any kinds of the mistakes can be found inside there, that like instrument error by our eyes, error on the using instrument, if there is no expert person to use the instrument, there is also the possibility to find the precaution, or there is the possibility to be a mistake, or there is the possibility of acquiring error. So if there is precaution, we have to write precaution. If there is any mistake, if there is no where to find the mistake, then it is not necessary to write the precaution there. Okay, so I will write here the activity, and the activities is based on the centripetal force and centrifugal force. Okay, to demonstrate centripetal and centrifugal force. Okay, to demonstrate centripetal force and centrifugal force. Okay, now here we have to write materials required. The process is same. Materials required. What are the instruments or what are the materials we have to require to do this experiment, activity, or any what you have to say. Okay, so the first one is a medium sized bottle, not very large and very small, a medium sized bottle, water and steam. Basic things we need, the basic materials we need is that we need medium sized bottle, not very big, not very small as well, water and string is a rope. Okay, now here you have to write procedure. Procedure is the things which we have to do or which we will do to find the short experiment or to demonstrate centripetal and the centrifugal force. Okay, the first one is tie a small bottle filled with water with 1 end of a string. The first procedure is that, and the second one is rotate it up down circular path as shown in the figure. Now I am going to make here a figure as shown in figure. So listen about materials required. One medium size bottle, water and string भइहाल्यो. यो पहिला चाहियो हामीले प्रोसिडरमा. First tie a small bottle filled with water with 1 end of string. String भनेको एउटा डोरी भयो यस्तो यस्तो भयो. यसको 1 end ले यहाँ बोतलको लाई चाहिँ टाई गर्ने बाँध्ने. Then after rotate it up down in a circular path as shown in the figure. Now I am going to prepare here or make a figure. So त्यसलाई चाहिँ up down गर्दै बोतललाई चाहिँ यसरी घुमाइराख्ने. And we have to study in the observation. So I will make here figure. Suppose this one is a man. Okay, simple. Consider this man. Here is the bottle. It is handled by this man. It is moving in a circular path. Okay, this is moving in a circular path. So there is the existence of two types of force, centripetal and the centrifugal force. Suppose this one is center. If the object comes towards the center, that is centripetal force. If the body is moved away from the center, and there is the existence of centrifugal force. If the body is acting towards the center, that is centripetal force. If the body is moving outwards from the center, that is called centrifugal force. This arrow doesn't indicate it is moving away. This arrow is for the centripetal force, and this arrow is for the centrifugal force moving away from the center. Okay, center तिर आएको छ भने centripetal force ले act गर्छ. Center भन्दा away तिर move गर्छ. This is the center छ भने त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामी centrifugal force भन्छौँ. Okay, so now here you have to write observation. Okay, now write here observation. So what we have found, what are the question arises, that is in, we have to write in that all are in observation. So okay, right, observe the water and bottle. Does the water fall down? Does the water fall down when the bottle is inverted while rotating up and down? When rotating up and down, why is it while inverting down the bottle, does the water fall down? Why? If it fall down, why it can be fall down? If not fall down, why? We have to mention the reason in here. Okay, so what forces what forces acts on it, on the body, on the bottle? What forces are act? How does the bottle move in the circular path? How the bottle move in a circular path? We have to mention that one is also. And the next question is, which force acts to move it round and round? Okay, so now I will erase this and I will write here conclusion. In the conclusion, we have to write the answer of these all questions. Okay, so now look at your conclusion. Before writing conclusion, I will explain about the observation. Okay, observe the water and bottle. Does the water fall down when the bottle is inverted while rotating up and down? Why? What forces acts on it? How does the bottle move in the circular path? Which forces acts move it राउन्ड एन्ड हामी यो सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्सको बारेमा कुरा गरेछौँ. सो यसले के भन्छ, त्यो वाटरलाई इन्भर्टेड डाउन गर्दा, वाटरको बोतल यस्तो छ, अपमा यसको बिर्को छ माथि, अब यसलाई डाउन गर्दाखेरि, यो तरिकाले यसलाई तल डाउन गर्दाखेरि यो केसमा चाहिँ यहाँबाट वाटर फल आउट हुन्छ हुँदैन? हुन्छ भने किन हुन्छ, हुँदैन भने किन? वी हेभ टु मेन्सन द्याट इन अ कन्क्लुजन. वाट फोर्सेस एक्ट्स अन इट? यो बोतलमा चाहिँ कुन कुन फोर्सहरूले एक्ट गरिरहेको हुन्छ? डेफिनेटली टु फोर्स हो त, सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स र सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स हो. अब दुईटा फोर्स ब्यालेन्स भयो भने त्यहाँबाट वाटर फल आउट हुँदैन. इफ नट ब्यालेन्स भएन भने त्यसले चाहिँ टु वाटर त फल आउट हुने कुरा भएन, बोतल अलरेडी यसमा बिर्को क्लोज गरे हुन्छ. यदि त्यो दुईटा फोर्स ब्यालेन्स भएन भने, सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स ब्यालेन्स मोर भयो भने त्यसले चाहिँ आउटवर्ड्स द सेन्टर एक्ट गर्ने भयो. त्यो वाटरलाई चाहिँ त्यो जुन कन्टेनर छ त्यो बोतलतिर चाहिँ बाहिर थ्रो आउट गर्न खोज्छ. इफ सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स चाहिँ मोर छ भने त्यो केसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने त्यो वाटर चाहिँ भित्र सेन्टरतिर जान खोज्छ. सो हाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेसन इज हाउ डज द बोटल मुभ इन अ सर्कुलर पाथ? अब यो बोतल त्यतिन्जेलसम्म सर्कुलर पाथमा हुन्छ वेन द सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स एन्ड सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स बोथ आर इक्वल. जब सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स र सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स, जबसम्म सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स र सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स दुइटै ब्यालेन्स भइरहन्छ, इक्वल भइरहन्छ, त्यो कन्डिसनसम्म त्यो बोतल चाहिँ सर्कुलर पाथमा मुभ गरिरहन्छ. विच फोर्स एक्ट्स टु मुभ इट राउन्ड एन्ड राउन्ड? द सेम थिङ, the centripetal force and the centrifugal force. Now we have to write the conclusion. Okay, conclusion is that when the bottle rotates in a circular path, the centrifugal force pushes the water inside the bottle outwards, but even that case arises, the bottle Water does not water first of all, right? Water from bottle does not come out in the inverted position. Inverted position. Okay, listen to it. जब हामीले बोतललाई रोटेट्स गर्छौं त्यो सर्कुलर पाथमा मुभ गर्छ तर सर्कुलर पाथमा मुभ गर्दाखेरि सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स मोर भयो भने चाहिँ त्यसले चाहिँ वाटर्सको इनसाइड देखाल्छ र बोतल्सको चाहिँ आउटवर्ड्सतिर आउन खोज्छ बट इभन दैट कंडीशन or case arises the water from the bottle does not comes out in the inverted position. वाटर को बोतल यो बोतल जुन चाहिँ यसको बिटको तल डाउन हुँदाखेरि अब यहाँबाट वाटर थ्रो आउट हुँदैन व्हाई द रिजन इज सेम सर्कुलर फोर्स सर्कुलर मोसन छ त्यसमा चाहिँ सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स र सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स दुईटै फोर्स ब्यालेन्स भएको कन्डिसनमा त्यहाँबाट इमेजेस त्यहाँबाट इमर्स आउट हुँदैन सो वी हैव टु मेन्सन दैट वन सो अगेन नाउ राइट हियर यहाँ डाउनमा लेखौं during the motion of the bottle in the circular path actually both centripetal then have to look at above centripetal and centrifugal force act on it. The bottle remains in the circular motion. The bottle remains in the circular motion so long as the centripetal force equals to the centrifugal force. The bottle moves in a circular motion as long as the centripetal force equals to the centrifugal force. When these two forces are equals, on such condition, the bottle is in the circular motion. Okay. Now what happens if centripetal force is more, and what happens if the centrifugal force is more? If the centrifugal force is greater than the centripetal force, it tends to fly away from the center of the path. It tries to go away from the center of the path. Okay. Now, if the centripetal, now the condition is just opposite to that centrifugal force is here more. Now here, if centripetal force is more, then what happens? If centripetal force is greater than centrifugal force, it tends to move towards the center of the circular path. Okay, now listen about the conclusion. When the bottle rotates in a circular motion or circular path, centrifugal force pushes water inside the bottle outwards. जब यसमा यो सर्कुलर मोसन घुम्छ सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स मोर भयो भने यसले वाटरलाई आउटसाइड वाटरको बोतल भन्दा आउटसाइडतिर धकेल्न खोज्छ बट त्यो कन्डिसनमा पनि वाटर बाहिर इमर्जेन्स आउट हुँदैन, किनभने त्यसमा सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स र सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स दुइटै फोर्स ब्यालेन्समा छ। ब्यालेन्समा भइरहँदासम्म सर्कुलर पाथमा मुभ गर्छ। अब ब्यालेन्स हुन छोडिसकेपछि सर्कुलर पाथमा मुभ गर्न छोड्छ। ड्युरिङ द मोसन अफ द बोतल इन द सर्कुलर पाथ, एक्चुअली बोथ सेन्ट्रिपिटल एन्ड सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स एक्ट अन इन, सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स पनि हुन्छ, सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स पनि हुन्छ, दुइटै फोर्स चाहिँ एक्जिस्ट गरिरहेको हुन्छ। द बोतल रिमेन्स इन द सर्कुलर मोसन सो लङ एज द सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स एन्ड इक्वल्स टु सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स। त्यो बोतल यतिन्जेलसम्म सर्कुलर मोसनमा सर्कुलर पाथमा घुमिरहन्छ जबसम्म चाहिँ त्यो सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स र सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स दुइटै बराबर भइरहन्छ। त्यो कन्डिसन जबसम्म अक्वायर भइरहन्छ तबसम्म चाहिँ त्यो बोतल सर्कुलर पाथमा मुभ गरिरहन्छ। इफ द सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स इज ग्रेटर देन द सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स इट टेन्स टु फ्लाइ अवे फ्रम द सेन्टर अफ द पाथ। जस्तो एउटा पाथ छ भने, सपोज यो एउटा यहाँ लुक एट हियर, यो एउटा पाथ भयो भने त यो एउटा सर्कुलर पाथ हो, सपोज सर्कुलर पाथै हुन्छ, रोटेटरी मोसन हो यो बोतलको केसमा इक्जाम्पल अफ रोटेटरी मोसन हुन्छ भने यो रोटेटरी मोसनमा सपोज यो सेन्टर छ। अब सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स बढी भयो भने त अवे सेन्टरतिर जान्छ। अब जस्ट इफ द कन्डिसन इज जस्ट अपोजिट टु द फर्स्ट वान, यदि सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स चाहिँ फेरि बढी भयो भने त्यो केसमा बढी चाहिँ टुवर्ड्स द सेन्टर एक्ट गर्छ। एउटा सेन्टरतिर एक्ट गर्ने सेन्ट्रिपिटल फोर्स भन्यो, अवे द सेन्टरतिर एक्ट गरिरहेको हुन्छ भने त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामी कुन फोर्स भन्छौँ त? सेन्ट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स भन्छौँ। व्हेन दिस टु फोर्सेस आर ब्यालेन्स or until the in which condition, up to the which condition the centrifugal force and centrifugal force are equal, till that condition, to condition सम्म, till भनेको तो condition सम्म the bottle remains in a motion of circle, circular motion मा circle जस्तो एउटा मोसन मा घुमिरहन्छ as long as the centrifugal force र centrifugal force, centripetal र centrifugal force बराबर भउन्जेलसम्म यो सर्कुलर मोसनमा घुमिरहन्छ। when they are not equal the motion is lag, तो यो सर्कुलर मोसन नै ल्याग गर्छ र यो बोतल चाहिँ सर्कुलर मोसनमा मुभ गर्न छोड्छ। सो टुडे वी हैव टु डिस्कस अप टु दिस मच ओन्ली। आजको क्लासमा चाहिँ हामी यति मात्र गरौँ। सो इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास आई विल डिस्कस अबाउट द म्याग्नेटिक फोर्स एन्ड द डेमोन्स्ट्रेटेड अन द म्याग्नेटिक फोर्स, हाउ क्यान वी टेल दैट देयर इज द प्रेजेन्स अफ म्याग्नेटिक फोर्स युजिङ म्याग्नेट। अब म्याग्नेटको युज गरेर म्याग्नेटिक फोर्स फाइन्ड आउट गर्ने हो। ग्राभिटेसनल फोर्स, ग्राभिटेसनल फोर्स इज द फोर्स अफ एट्र्याक्सन अफ द बडी टुवर्ड्स द ग्राउन्ड। जस्तो एउटा फलिङ एउटा एप्पललाई मैले माथि फ्यालेँ भने त्यो जहिले पनि तलै आउँछ ड्यु टु दि फोर्स अफ एट्र्याक्सन अफ ग्राभिटी। ग्राभिटेसनल फोर्सको एट्र्याक्सन फोर्स हो, त्यो एट्र्याक्ट गर्छ नि त टुवर्ड्स द सेन्टरै हो। यो सेन्टर भनेको चाहिँ यसको लागि ग्राउन्ड भयो। एउटा एप्पल जहिले पनि रुखबाट एप्पल झर्छ माथितिर जाँदैन, तलैतिर आउँछ ड्यु टु दि फोर्स अफ ग्राभिटेसनल फोर्स। माथि खस्दैन नि, मैले यसरी ढुङ्गा एउटा माथि फालेँ भने त्यो जमिनतिरै खस्छ, किनभने यो जमिनको पनि एउटा ग्राभिटेसनल फोर्स छ, द्याट इज द फोर्स अफ एट्र्याक्सन एन्ड इट अलवेज ट्राइज टु एट्र्याक्ट द बडी टुवर्ड्स द ग्राउन्ड। त्यसले चाहिँ ग्राउन्डको ग्राभिटेसनल फोर्स चाहिँ ग्राउन्डतिरै एट्र्याक्ट गरिरहेको हुन्छ। ओके, एन्ड वी हेभ टु डिस्कस अबाउट टु मेजर द फोर्स अफ ग्राभिटी, हाउ क्यान वी मेजर द फोर्स अफ द ग्राभिटी। ओके, फर्दर वी युज स्प्रिङ ब्यालेन्स। ग्राभिटेसनल फोर्सको त जेनरली हामी स्प्रिङ ब्यालेन्सकै युज गरेर मेजर गर्छौँ। एन्ड वी हेभ टु डिस्कस अबाउट फ्रिक्सनल फोर्स अल्सो इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द्याट advantage disadvantage of the friction also we will discuss. Okay, and last one we will discuss about the electrostatic force, and there are the presence of 6 types of forces, and the first one is pulling and pushing force, second one is centripetal and centrifugal force, another one is magnetic force, gravitational force, frictional force, and the electrostatic force. Okay, we will discuss that all in the next class. So thank you for taking my today class.